Mr. Obama had been planning to use this speech to sell a limited attack on Syria to a skeptical American public. But now he was able to announce that a military strike might not be necessary after all.
Over the last few days, we've seen some encouraging signs, in part because of the credible threat of U.S. military action, as well as constructive talks that I had with President Putin. The Russian government has indicated a willingness to join with the international community in pushing Assad to give up his chemical weapons. The Assad regime has now admitted that it has these weapons and even said they joined the Chemical Weapons Convention, which prohibits their use.
Mr. Obama said he was postponing his request to Congress for authorization to attack Syria, but he added he is keeping U.S. forces on the ready in case the Russian plan does not bear fruit. Nihad Awad, head of a leading American Muslim advocacy group, said Mr. Obama delivered a clear message.
I think the president realized that he has to make a clear case to the American public that there will be no boots on the ground, and we're not going to get involved in the Syrian civil war, and we have a limited target list to execute to send a message to President Bashar al Assad that he cannot and should not and will not be able to do it again. He cannot use chemical weapons to gas people to death. That is the message. And I believe the president assured the American public that he's not going to go beyond this. It is not going to be costly to America, but it's going to be costly ethically to America if America turns its back on a human suffering that can be stopped. While the world community is silent, America should not be silent.
Most Americans had opposed Mr. Obama's earlier intention to launch airstrikes against Syria. But a poll immediately after his speech found that 61% of Americans support his new approach.
Well, I am hopeful that he would tell us what the evidence is, number one. And number two, I am very hopeful, like the former person, that every day we don't have any bombing and any U.S. military anywhere in the world. I'm very happy for that.
Let's hope that the efforts of the Russians are successful. I think engaging the Russians and getting them to pressure the Syrians is certainly a good thing.
I think that it took the right approach, not the fighting approach. It's time to solve the situation politically. So to avoid what happened to Iraq, Afghanistan. So for me, it took the right approach, avoiding all those mess that will come after a military attack.
Mr. Obama said he is working with Britain and France and consulting with Russia and China on the wording of a resolution he would like to put before the UN Security Council, ordering Bashar al Assad to give up his chemical weapons. After the dramatic developments of the last 2 days, President Obama this evening announced that he is temporarily setting aside his intentions to launch a military strike against Syria. But he argued persuasively that if it were not for the threat of the attack, Syrian President Bashar al Assad would not have stated that he is ready to give up his chemical weapons. Burton Bolag, KSA2, Washington.